Now here's Van Barker.
He knows every singer's birthday, knows the words to every song. His radio plays George and Muriel from dawn till day is done. His plate says, I love country music. And all that matters in his life are his music and his memories, his children and his wife. He grew up listening to the Opry, knew both Hank and Lefty well. He's heard the songs and all the stories country music folks all tell. He had the first lifetime subscription to the Music City News. He's proud to be a redneck, from his Stetson to his shoes. He remembers when old Hank died in his 50s Cadillac. Patsy, Cowboy, Jim, and Hawkshaw, oh, how he'd love to have them all back. He's made himself a special part of all his heroes' lives, with the clippings and the stories and those precious 45s. He saw Ray Price in Houston over 30 years ago, and he was at the fair in Dallas once when old George didn't show. And when Porter and Miss Dolly were the country music rage, and in Philly, Hag sang Okie from Muskogee live on the stage. At the Ryman for the last time back in 1974, in the front row out at Opryland for the first new Opry show. He heard Richard Nixon singing with Roy Acuff on that day. All those memories, like the songs themselves, oh, they'll never pass away. Gene and Furlan's Dear John Letter, every Johnny Horton song. Willie Nelson's On the Road Again, and Hank Snow's Still Moving On. Danced all night at the Trinanon to the Texas Playboys Band, and he can still see Bob Wills with that big cigar in his hand. He was out in California when Buck Owens came along, and at Carnegie that night, Buck and Don turned New York City on. He saw Charlie Pride at Panther Hall with crystal chandeliers, and his cousin Minnie Pearl, she gets prouder through the years. He saw Johnny Cash fall down, then find the Lord and walk again, and Jimmy Rogers yodeling as the train rolled round the bend. Webb Pierce took him riding in his shiny nudie car, and Kitty sang a song about Amigo's blue guitar. And friends, you know, without him, Hank would not have seen the light. There'd be no singers, silver eagles out rolling through the night. More important than the bankers, A&R men can't compare. Lawyers selling songs we write, promoters everywhere. The stars in jeans and rhinestone suits all know and understand. Everything they are, they owe to the one they call the fan.